I never used to like this Dr. Seuss quote. Thank you, my friends. Welcome back to another live video. This is Troy Stone King. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. The title of this video is, I never used to like this Dr. Seuss quote. So here's the quote. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. It is, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. I never liked that quote because, frankly, I didn't get it. I'm like, but it's over. If it's over, I'm going to be sad because clearly it was something that I enjoyed, that I was happy to be part of. It was a time in my life or a period of time that was so much fun, and I wish I could go back and do it over and over and over. And so why in the world would I smile because it happened? Why in the world would I not be sad? But I think I understand why now. And I'm starting to be okay with that quote. Here's what I'm understanding. One of the issues I deal with personally, and maybe some of you deal with it as well, is that I'm always looking toward the next thing. The next thing. When I'm doing something I don't enjoy, I'm looking toward the next thing. But when I'm doing something I also enjoy, I notice I'm looking toward the next thing. I'm always living in the moment a little bit in the future. Maybe it's a few minutes in the future. Maybe it's a few weeks in the future. But I'm living in that future moment. And so the moment that I'm in, I'm really not paying any attention to it. Not much at all. And so when I get to the end of something I enjoy, I look back and I go, why did it go so fast? Why did it end so soon? Why did it stop suddenly? And I look back and I'm sad because it's over. But the problem is, I never lived it. I didn't spend time in that happy period because during the happy period, I was looking to the next thing. Even on a wonderful family vacation, I'm like, okay, what are we doing next? What are we doing tomorrow? Well, we have to leave in 4 days. You see what I'm doing there? I'm not enjoying what's happening, the fun, the good time. I'm looking to the next good, or in some cases, the next bad thing. I'm losing the joy of what I'm trying to, of the moment that I'm in, by looking for the joy in the next one. I'm losing the joy of the moment that I'm in by looking for the joy in the next one. And that's why. Maybe you have the same situation. You're like, but things that I love, they happen so fast and then they're over. You know why? It's because you didn't live that time. You're always looking for what's going to be next. I'm always looking for what's going to be next. As I'm developing the habit, and I'm not great at this yet, but I'm getting there. As I'm developing the habit of spending time inside of specific moments. Now, not every moment. You certainly can't do that, and neither can I. But as I spend more time inside specific moments, during times that I enjoy or that I don't, I find myself actually living those moments. I find myself focusing on what's happening around me in that short period. It might just be 20 or 30 seconds. Maybe it's a full minute. But 1 minute actually lived means more to me than an hour in which I was waiting for the next thing. 1 minute in which I actually lived means more to me than an hour in which I was waiting for the next thing. So here's how I'm learning to enjoy the Dr. Seuss quote. If you came in the middle of the video, the quote is, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened, and I didn't used to like that. But now that I've gotten a little bit more in the habit of spending focused time in a moment, when it's over, I can go back and think about what I actually enjoyed. I can review in my mind. You know why? Because it didn't go so fast. When you learn to spend a little bit of time in a moment, when you focus on that moment, what you enjoy, what you're thankful for in that moment, you have the ability to go back and feel those emotions again. You have the ability to go back and relive that because you focused on it, because you actually spent time in that moment. Now, this sounds kind of like what we talked about yesterday in the previous video. So if you didn't see that, it's a lot more depth on the in this moment concept that I've mentioned a couple of times. But here's why I'm bringing it up right now. It's not just about enjoying the moment in the moment. It's about not losing the joy of that moment as you move away from it. It's about the ability to go back and review how much you enjoyed that moment. It's about making your future self happier about what happened in the past. So the quote, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. I can do that some now. I can do that some now. Because I can go back to the moments when it happened and relive them because I spent time in those moments. Thank you, my friends, for taking the time to watch this. For those of you that joined in the last minute or two, after about 30 seconds after I'm finished, it'll be up on Facebook. You can watch the whole thing. I think this is a message that you might want to spend a little time reviewing and thinking about. But I appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you thought this was valuable content, hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it very much. And if you thought it was valuable enough to share with friends and family, feel free to share it on your Facebook feed. And like all my videos, this will make it over to my YouTube channel eventually at youtube.com/Troy Stoneking. That's youtube.com/Troy Stoneking. And I am up to date on the YouTube channel as of the most recent video. The only one that's not there now is this one, and it will be in just a bit. So thanks again, my friends. And remember, don't spend your time looking for the next great moment. Enjoy the time that you have in this great moment. Have a wonderful rest of your day.